Hi, it's Doug Coy for sowhatdoyouthink.com. Well, to be honest, I've really tried to stay away from this topic. I mean, my brother and I have this discussion, better known as an argument, all the time about gun control. And so when all the stuff happened in the United States here not too long ago, I thought, well, I'm going to write something again. Then I thought, no, I'm going to wait. But you know what? I can't wait. I'm going to tell you a personal story. This is why this affects me so much. Years ago in San Jose, California, I was working in a drug and crisis center. I got a call late at night and the guy said, hey, I'm really distressed. Can you come out and help me? Well, I talked to this fellow before, so I thought, okay, no problem. When I got out there, he held a loaded gun to my face for about an hour. To say I was petrified, or it was, I can't even think of a word that would describe what it felt like to have a loaded gun aimed at your head. And so maybe I am a little biased when it comes to gun control. Now, how did I get out of that? Well, fortunately, he started to drink. He got a little drunk. And the next thing you know is I was able to talk him into letting me go get him some cigarettes. And so I went outside, called the police, and we got that matter taken care of. So what do I think about gun control? What's my position on that, really? Well, as I say, I've tried to stay away from the topic, but I can't. I listened to all the arguments for and against gun control, and I am left with a few questions. Number one, if it is true that guns don't kill people, people do, then why would we allow people who cannot handle guns properly to have them? Why do we make it so easy for guns to be obtained? Secondly, it's true with things like let me go back and start that thought again. I'll just edit it. So I have a few questions that I'd like to have asked. The number one question, why is America such a violent nation? I think that's probably the number one question. Why are we so in love with violence in our video games, our sports, all kinds of things? We seem to have a tendency towards violence. And if it is true that guns don't kill people, people do, then why would you make guns so easy to obtain by violent people? Number three, why would you make automatic weapons available to the public? Number three, why is large rounds of ammunition made available to those who simply desire to buy it? Do you really think that the forefathers meant that you could have weapons of mass destruction, like machine guns, bombs, rocket launchers, flamethrowers, automatic rifles, all of that? They didn't even know that stuff would exist. I mean, they were just talking about, hey, we have a right to bear arms, especially when it comes to another country invading us. We have that right as a nation to bear arms. So I want it to be difficult for people, the wackos of this world. I want it to be really difficult to obtain a license for a gun. I think that would be a good thing. Now, for the gun lovers, those that say, hey, I am responsible, I know how to use a gun, I'm not a wacko, hey, good for you. Go ahead, get your gun. There's no beef with you. What I am about is, again, the wackos of this world that seem to find it very easy to obtain guns. I don't want to make it easy anymore. I want to see legislation in place that makes it very difficult for people who are not responsible to obtain a gun. That's what I'd like to see. We're not seeing that right now. And until we do, we're going to see a whole bunch more acts like what we've seen happen in Colorado. And, it's sad, but those are my thoughts, and I'd love to hear yours. Gun control, what do you think?